Dear children, let us discuss meaning of conditioning. There is no specific difference between conditioning and warming up. As a matter of fact, warming up is a short-term activity, but conditioning involves a long and regular process. In fact, when we perform any activity, we feel fatigue in the beginning, but if we continue that activity regularly, we shall not feel fatigue. Conditioning is the process. If we do certain activities regularly in which our various systems are involved, our systems become efficient and conditioned. Regular practice is the focal point of conditioning. So it is said that practice makes a man perfect. If we are conditioned to play in cold climate, we will not be able to give apex performance in this climate. Sometimes it may become main drawback of a team. Conditioning is an important facet in the field of sports and games. It is a well-known fact that conditioning has permanent effect on the various vital organs of our body. A result of such conditioning, we achieve apex marks and salter records in field of sports. Advantages of conditioning. There are many advantages. Increase in blood circulation, avoids second wind, improves neuromuscular coordination, increase in weight, storage capacity of glycogen and creatine increases, less accumulation of waste products and lactic acid, avoids injuries, better performance. So, if we perform regular exercises, our blood circulation increases according to the requirement. Our circulatory system becomes efficient and responds according to the requirement of the activity. Avoids second wind. If a beginner starts to run a race, after some time, we will face second wind because his body is not conditioned, but an athlete whose body is well conditioned, he will not face second wind. Improves neuromuscular coordination. Conditioning helps in improving the neuromuscular coordination. Body works automatically. Due to improvement in neuromuscular coordination, reaction time becomes less. Less stress is felt on the nerves after conditioning. Increase in weight. As a result of conditioning, body weight of an individual increases. If we do regular exercises and take good diet, then increase in weight is must. Storage capacity of glycogen and creatine increases. Our muscles have glycogen and creatine to work efficiently. When you do exercise regularly, the amount of glycogen and creatine increases. The capacity to store these products also increases. Less accumulation of waste products and lactic acid. Conditioning has a two-way effect on accumulation of waste products and lactic acid. Firstly, body accumulates less water products, less waste products and lactic acid, and secondly, these products are removed from body very efficiently. Owing to this, muscles can exert force for a longer period. Avoids injuries. It has been observed that athletes who are conditioned are less chances for injuries than those who do not do conditioning. Beginners normally fall prey to sports injury, so conditioning is essential to avoid sports injuries. Better performance. After conditioning, our whole body systems become efficient. Various components of physical fitness are improved, so it can be concluded that better performance can be achieved only after conditioning. Exercise related to conditioning. Of sports injuries. So, in order to avoid the sports injury, conditioning exercises are body movements and enhance physical fitness and reduce the chance of sports injuries. The conditioning programs may include weight training, interval training, circuit training, fartlek training, aerobic exercises, polymetric training, and calisthenic exercises, etc. Types of conditioning exercises may vary greatly depending on physical fitness goals. These exercises are adaptable to any level of physical fitness, from novice to experienced sports persons. Indeed, the basis for sports conditioning is that the body must be challenged in such a way that it adapts to this stage of exercises. To improve sports performance, sports persons use specific movements that initiate the moves used on the field or court. For example, a basketball player can practice shooting baskets repeatedly because these movements help body parts work with each other and increase body awareness until the player no longer has to concentrate on the action. Meaning of cooling down and limbering down. Cooling down and limbering down is also called warming down. To bring the body in normal state after any competition or training is called cooling down. Cooling down allows the body to transit gradually from an exertional state to a resting or near resting state. In fact, cooling down is necessary gradually form is necessary activity after training or competition. It involves a specific procedure to bring the body to a normal position. So after any workout of training or competition, we should not stop the movements of our body immediately. For appropriate cooling down, we should perform jogging as well as walking for 5 to 10 minutes. This will help in increasing the body temperature and removing the waste product from the working muscles. After that, static stretching exercises should be performed for realign muscle fibers and re-establish their normal range of movement. So you should stretch all the major muscle groups which you have used during the training or competition. The stretches should be held for 10 to 20 seconds. The repetition of stretch should be done at least 2 to 3 times. This is stretch your muscles, stretch your quads, stretch your hamstrings, stretch your calves, stretch your hip flexors, lower back exercises. So dear children, these are the exercises related to conditioning, and these are the exercises for cooling down or limbering down. So now major stretching exercises of muscles for cooling down. The major stretching exercises which are very significant for cooling down are mentioned below: hamstrings, chest, glutes, quadriceps, triceps, shoulders. Hamstring, lying on your back, raise and straighten one leg directly above hips. The calf or thigh, press the heel towards ceiling as you pull the leg back. After that, do the same stretch with next leg. Standing straight, interlace fingers behind your back as you straighten out your arms. Lift your chin towards ceiling. Glutes, lying on your back, cross right leg over bent left knee, then bring the left knee to the chest, holding into the back of your thigh, gently pressing right knee up wide. Then do the same stretch by changing the position of legs. Quadriceps, lying on your right side, pull left into left glute, feeling the stretch in front of the thigh. After that, repeat with right leg. Triceps or shoulders, take one arm overhead, Bend at elbow joint and extend palm down, center of your back, gently pulling elbow with opposite hand. Take same arm across the chest, gently pulling at the elbow joint to extend through the shoulders. Then do it again by changing the position of arms. So please go through meaning of conditioning, advantages of conditioning, exercise related to conditioning, and meaning of cooling down and lowering down, major stretching exercises of muscles for cooling down. Okay, thank you.